Let's go in and see what he has to say about the big game. Mike, this is Mike Kalinych, and it's an awfully big game tonight. What can you say about the game?
I think we're going to win.
And what can you say about the opposition? Anything at all?
They score a lot of goals, but they don't play defense, and they can be intimidated, too, by hitting.
What line will you be playing on tonight?
The Matthews, Kalinych, Sturpey unit.
And, of course, Matthews is the center. What can you say about his game?
He's been improving every game, plays with a lot of poise, and is our leading scorer at this point.
And who do you think the star, the other player is, the team leader?
Steve DeFelice.
And what can you guys do to stop DeFelice? Knock him off his game?
Knock him off his feet.
And that's what you guys will do?
Knock him off his game.
Will you line up your line against the DeFelice line, try and match lines?
That I don't know yet. It's up to Coach Kilmer.
Yeah. Who'll be in goal for your team tonight?
It's either going to be Mike McSain or Mike McSain, but I think it'll be McSain.
Welcome to the Polar Ice Cap at Shenango Bridge, New York, for tonight's battle between the Cosane Red Wings and Southern Tier Tire, the two undefeated teams in the full checking league here in Shenango Bridge. As you can see, the teams are warming up and are just about ready for the opening face-off, so we'll get back to the action right after this word. Battery's going to run out. You might as well just hang out. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Extra batteries. All right, this is Joe Gennarelli and with Danny Gallivan, Marv Albert, and a literal cast of thousands here at the Polar Ice Cap for tonight's game between Southern Tier Tire and Southern Tier is going to be playing Paul Fitzpatrick in the nets, and he'll be to our right wearing number 31, and to our left wearing the red jerseys, the Cosane Red Wings, and in nets for Cosane, Mike McSain, also number 31. Not too many people here. It's a cold night, and a lot of people couldn't make it to Shenango Bridge. And it's quite far away from the city. You can understand why it is a long, long trip. We're going to turn the play-by-play over now to Marv Albert, who's going to do the first period. And here's Marv. Thank you very much, Joe. The first period is about to start. For the Red Wings, the line of Jim Matthews, Mike Kalinych, and Joe Sturpey are on the ice. And for Southern Tier Tire, Steve DeFelice, who is one of the top players in this league, centering Serafini and number 17, Kevin House. The play underway. Behind the net, wound around the boards, and coming to center, all the way down, icing is the call. No, it's waved off. It's waved off. And now, wait a minute, it is blown. Looked like some indecision by the linesman before they blew the whistle. And the puck is being faced off to the right of the goaltender, Fitzpatrick. There's running time, 15-minute period here for the first period. Face-off out there, controlled behind the net by Fitzpatrick. Swung around for number 13, Serafini. Shot back in by the defense. Battle for it behind the boards. Botting slips it behind the net, and it's shot around to the near boards. They look to clear. They can't. A shot knocked down and taken, re-stolen by Jim Matthews. It comes in. He dekes, and it's a kick saved by Fitzpatrick. And now here comes DeFelice. DeFelice, a 2-on-2. Gets around one man. Here's DeFelice. He comes in. He shoots. He hit the side of the net. And the whistle, the net has come off the moorings. So neither team really threatening in the early going, and they changed lines for the first time. Out there for the Cosane Red Wings, looks like Mark Zayak, along with Kilmer and Matt Beach. While for Southern Tier Tire, Dan Carragher, the Vestal graduate, taking the face-off. He wins the face-off. Back to the point, the shot by Blaha is blocked. Goes into the far corner where it's played by big Gary Dwornik. Puck comes in front, score! And the goal by Southern Tier Tire looked like it was slammed in from point-blank range. And we haven't got the goal yet. Looks like it might have been Carragher in front, but regardless, the score is 1-0. The announcement of the goal is forthcoming. Now the face-off. Taken by number 21, Gregg, who shoots in left of Fitzpatrick. Swung around the boards by Scott Barney. Back to the point to Dwornik. He takes a shot, an easy save. Looks like a little shaky by Fitzpatrick. Behind the net, here's Mark Zayak in front. Jammed away and picked up by Eid, who slammed to the boards. Now Kilmer backhands it toward the net, intercepted in a 2-on-2. Pass to Carragher. Back over to number 77, Blaha, the shot. Just wide. They shoot it to center, and it comes out to Scott Barney. Cross ice to Eid. Eid comes in. Slashed by Kilmer, and Dwornik takes. Tries to clear, he can't. Carragher in the far corner, knocked down, no penalty. Now Kilmer with it. Kilmer gets it out, tries to pass to Kalinic. Knocked away, but Kalinic missed the puck and it goes into the zone. Fitzpatrick swings it around to the near boards. In the corner, Kalinic tries the center. Nice play there by Mark Blaha to clear it. He passes the center, but it goes too far, all the way down, and icing is the call. With 11:09 left of the first period, it's 1-0 for Southern Tier Tire, and except for the one opportunity that was scored on by, I think it was Dan Carragher, but it may not have been, it's the only good opportunity for either team thus far. Jim Matthews out there with Sturpey and Kalinic, controlled by Matthews, but now taken away by DeFelice, who sprints to center, over the line. DeFelice passes, a beautiful pass, in front of the net, and it goes wide. Just missed the tip in by House. Flip back to center, backtracking, somebody without a number on their shirt, and it's shot back in. That's Tommy Dish. An attempted flip by Cosane, by Southern Tier, and now here's Southern Tier. They shoot it in, it's sicked aside, and flipped back to center, all the way down. It may not make it. Yes, it will. It's icing. And we're coming down to the 10-minute mark. The clock not stopping in this game, and that's how they play it here at the Polar Ice Cap. The face-off upcoming to the right of Mike McSain. DeFelice, number 88, will take the face-off with Kilmer, who is wearing, looks like a flame shirt of some type. Face-off again won by DeFelice. Carragher shot, saved by McSain, and he dives on it and covers up. Looked like he may have been screened. He went down prematurely, but made the save and covered up. No changes on the lines. Looks like Jim Zweig is coming in. Here's a shot, high and over the net. Behind the net, DeFelice tries the center, and a save, and some jamming. Rob Randall and number 15, Matt Beach, pushing and shoving, and it looks like it might just be for the cameras. Down to the 9-minute mark of the first period, 1-0. The two linesmen, I don't know where they've come from, but they don't look like professionals to me. Behind the net, controlled by Moore, who tries to clear, and he does. A 3-on-2 on the right side. Here's Mark Zayak teeing it up, and a beautiful save by the blocker of Fitzpatrick. They covered up the whistle a little premature, but the face-off will be to the left of Fitzpatrick. Mark Zayak got a nice pass on the right wing and blasted it, and Fitzpatrick standing his ground, making the blocker save. Kilmer, his line still out, but the Carragher line now out for Southern Tier with a 1-0 lead. 8:15 left, 1-0. Shot towards Fitzpatrick, and he covers it up. Seems like a few more people have filtered into the ice cap to watch this huge game between the two undefeated teams in this league. The face-off, Kilmer, he loses another one. Behind the net, fired around the boards, held in there by Mike Beach. And now Carragher looks to move out, and he does. Carragher on the left wing tries to make a move. He's shot, and it's blocked, and swung into the corner by the defense. Comes out to the point. Here's a shot by number 77, Blaha, and it goes over the glass and into the crowd. 7:24 left in the first period, and it's still 1-0. Face off to the left of Mike McSain, who has really not been tested except for the goal, and really Fitzpatrick has not made an enormous save either. Dan Carragher with Rob Randall on his left. Face off, right shot to the board, saved by Mark Blaha, held in. Shot around the near boards where Kalinic flips it to center, and it just makes it. Delayed offside. Lance Gregg fires it ahead, gives off to Sturpey, a shot nowhere near the net. Southern Tier looking to clear. It's along the near boards, fired around to the far boards where Gary Eade has it. Held in by Dwornik, though. Dwornik wrists it back farther into the corner and chases it. He's being blocked off by Randall. Sturpey now with it. Puck bounces over two different people's sticks. Bad break there for Kosane. Shot back into the delayed offside. Number 77 is Mark Blaha. He's checked out the puck. Fitzpatrick winds it around. It's held in there by number 21, Gregg. Sturpey claims it in the far corner, circles, gives to Dwornik. Dwornik's shot is blocked really nicely by the captain, number 13, John Serafini. Now on the right side, number 18, Jim Matthews, and it's gobbled up there by Fitzpatrick with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first period. We scan the crowd, and it's a beautiful big crowd on hand. A good 20 people are here, maybe even more. Now the face-off, here's Kilmer, comes out. Picked up there by number 17, Beach. It's shot in. Botting has it. Looks to clear, can't. In the corner, Kilmer, twisted by Botting. The puck is loose. And it is held in, but now Serafini has it. Gets over the line, he's checked hard there. A beautiful body check. Looked like one of the Beaches on that one. Cleared all the way down, no ice. Icing is waved off. Tom Glad making his first appearance behind the net. Bangs it off the boards. Bounces, gets a good hop on a delayed offside. Here's Botting with it. Looks to make a move. Little shaky there, Botting. Puck off the back of the net. Now it's wound around for House, who comes out to center. Serafini checked again. Both of those body checks by number 17, Mike Beach. Now Kilmer on the left side. Kilmer shoots a sharp angle shot, sticked aside by Fitzpatrick. Another shot, they score! Didn't look like a very harmful shot, but it eluded Fitzpatrick. And the goal by number 17, Mike Beach. And the score is tied at 1-1. I don't believe it was tipped in front. It may have been, but it looks like we'll have to give the goal to Mike Beach. It went off the glove of Fitzpatrick and meandered into the net. Now the face-off, controlled by the Red Wings in this tie game. Number 33 is Scott Barney, the veteran defenseman. It's held in by Dwornik. Bangs it off the boards. Goes to number 18, Jim Matthews. Matthews behind the net. Looks to center. Looks to the open point. Back to Gregg. Gregg loops it back in for Kalinic. Kalinic looks to pass. It's blocked by Scott Barney. And now here come, well, short-stopping the rush is Lance Gregg. And now here is Southern Tier Tire. Again, the checking, though, of Matthews.
Nice move by number 77, Mark Blaha. He's going all the way, tries to get to the net, and stopped by Dwornik. They try and clear, they can't. Give it a shot and a save. The shot by Kevin Moore, Gary Eade, and an easy save for McShane, who holds on. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, and the score is knotted at 1-1. My partner Sal Messina is not here tonight, so I'm in the gondola alone here at the Polar Ice Camp. Face-off control. Coming back to the Red Wings now. This is Gregg, who fires it along the near boards to Kilmer, who's wide open. Kilmer knocked out the puck by Randall. A little bit of a high stick there by Randall. Nothing called in the far corner. And it's moved ahead by Eade. Dwornik coming out of the net is McShane, who sticks it to the boards off the skates of Sturpey, who plays it back to Dwornik with 1:54 left. He swings it around the near boards to Mark Zayak. Can't clear. Randall being a nuisance. Randall picks it up, goes back to the point to number 33, Barney, and his shot nowhere near the net and stopped short. Here's Dwornik. A cross-ice pass to Lance Gregg. Goes ahead to Mark Zayak. He loses control. Now Sturpey checked to the board. Slammed in there by Serafini. And the whistle goes. A little pushing and shoving as we come down to the 1 minute mark of the first period. Face off to the left of Paul Fitzpatrick. Face off won by Kilmer, but right out and all the way down, and we're under a minute. Almost a steal there. Now Kilmer up the near boards, knocked off the puck, and it's regained by Glad, who circles in his own end. Tommy Dish. Now coming down the left side, here's DiFelice's tripped, and the first penalty of the game will be coming up. The first penalty. Hey, Kenny, how are you? Kenny Gillette is in the booth with us. And a penalty coming up to number 17 of the Red Wings, Mike Beach. And he is extremely unhappy with the call. It looks like the period will run out. The penalties, of course, are 3 minutes in length with the running time, with only 10 seconds left. There's the face-off drop. Long shot, knocked down by the shot by Dish, wound around behind the net. The period will end 1-1. Thank you very much. I'm going to go to Joe Gennarelli now. Well, thank you very much, Marv. It was a wonderful period of hockey. The shots were relatively even. Neither team really threatening the other team's goals, except on the actual goals themselves. A little bit of nervousness by Mike McShane and by Paul Fitzpatrick, I would say. They know this is a big game for both of their teams, and they look like they were a little bit on the nervous side. And we'll be right back after this commercial with the second period. And of course, I spend a lot of time in these cold rinks, high above the ice, sometimes near the ice, but always very cold. That's why I use Vaseline brand lip therapy, made of real petroleum jelly. And this is the kind of thing which gets you through the cold, cold winters. Put this a little bit of this on your lips, and it's like you're in Hawaii. Now we're just about ready for the second period, and it gives me great pleasure to bring in the great play-by-play man of the Montreal Canadiens. Been retired for a couple years, but here he is, Danny Gallivan. Thank you very much, Joe. The first period was very exciting, but the second period promises to be even more exciting as the play is underway. Now the Red Wings shoot it in there. They jam along the far boards, but Randall has it. He regroups in his own end. Here he comes up the left wing. He's checked there by Matthews, but he regroups and comes to center, over the line. Here's Randall looking, long pass in front, and it was a good one, but it went off the stick. And all the way down now, shot by the Red Wings. No icing, of course, because of the penalty with 2 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Here's Dish. Firing it to House, over to Randall. He's checked there by Matthews. Now it's shot in. McSain behind the net. Gives it off to Dornick. He'll try and clear, and he does. All the way down and on net. Back there is Tommy Dish. He's being checked very closely by Mark Zayak. The puck comes to the center ice area where DeFelice has it. He's very dangerous. He fires it. A beautiful save by McSain. Now there's behind the net. It's shot all the way down. Hit the linesman, though. Didn't make it all the way. Southern Tier Tire in the center ice area. Here's DeFelice again. He's a smoothie, that DeFelice. He's hauled down, and a penalty will be upcoming for tripping. And that will put them 2 men down for some unknown period of time, of course, as the clock continues to run. I believe the penalty went to number 14 of the Red Wings. That would be Mark Zayak for tripping. And now 2 men are in the box. 5-on-3 for the next minute or so as the clock is still running. There's Carragher winning the faceoff. Out to the point, Blaha. Blaha walking in. He's hooked off the play. Dwornik clears all the way down. Back to get it is Scott Barney playing it off Fitzpatrick's stick. 28 seconds of the first penalty, 2:18 in the second. Scott Barney gives it off on the left side. Back to Barney. Barney looks. He passes in front. And oh, right in front, the miss of the tip-in by Bill Abbott. He had a glorious opportunity. Now Mark Blaha firing it. And it went off the shaft of the stick of McSain. What a great opportunity. Now Carragher. He's a smoothie, Carragher. Gives it off. One penalty is over. Now a shot, and it went wide. Another shot by Carragher in front of the net. And a referee blows the whistle. I'm not sure. It may have been crease interference. I think it was. I think they called crease interference on Southern Tier Tire, which brings the face-off back to center. 1 minute and 25 seconds left of the penalty to Zayak. Out there, DeFelice with number 17, House, and number 5. As it comes to Mark Blaha. Mark Blaha twisting and turning. Gives it off to DeFelice on the left side. He tries to get around one. He does. Now leaves it off to Scott Barney. Fires a pass over. There it is in front of the net. DeFelice. Whoa, it went right by Kevin House. He couldn't make a play. Now Scott Barney gives it off to Randall. The shot, and it's tipped and wide. The rebound, they score! On the rebound! And it's now 2-1. And that's a power play goal. Looked like it was put in there by number 17, House, to check the replay, but nonetheless, it's 2-1. And the Red Wings down 2 men, and it was a costly penalty. Now House again. Tries to get away, but it's picked up there by Moore, who fires it around. Out to Kalinic, who dumps it in and chases with Scott Barney. Kalinic centering it. Kalinic again, and Fitzpatrick with a little save there. Wound around, they try and hold it, and they can't. Here's DeFelice speeding on the near boards. Knocked away from him by Mike Beach, and Mike Beach has it. A long shot, and oh, it's right in front of the net, and Fitzpatrick lost sight of it. It went off of his glove, and now it looks like Mike Beach is hurt. He's laying in the corner, and he's holding his neck, and it looks like he's in some amount of pain at this point. If we can recreate the situation, the shot by Beach was high. Fitzpatrick trying to glove it. It went up in the air. He thought it went behind the net, but in reality, it was sitting in front of the open goal. But it was sticked aside in the nick of time, and he held on to it. But Beach is the worse for wear at this time. And it's hard to say if he's going to be making it up. It looks like he's going to be able to get up and make his way off the ice. And he's receiving a fine ovation from the crowd. Not a very big crowd. And it is hard to hear it from this part of the rink. It sounds like almost a coughing. Anyway, with him dispensed to the bench, he looks like he'll be okay. He's standing there. Oh, he's all right. 8:40 in this second period. It's 2-1. And Kilmer will be out there. No penalty on the play, of course. Kilmer on the face-off, and he loses it. Goes right to Serafini, who dangerously plays it down the right side. Number 10 is Eade. Eade twists and turns, makes his way to the net. He's knocked down behind the net. Comes back to Eade. Eade is slammed there by number 18, Jim Matthews, it looked like. Now in his own zone, it's flipped to center by Tommy Dish. But Carragher reclaims and gives it away to Kilmer on the right side. It's a 3-on-1. Kilmer right in front of the net. Oh, it went wide. And they don't know where it is. Now Carragher. Or is it Serafini? Excuse me. Serafini's knocked down there by Mark Zayak. Given up to Kilmer on the left side. Kilmer twists, spinning. Held in there. There's another penalty. It's coming up to the Red Wings, and another one for tripping. So it's 7:24 left in the second period. It's still 2-1. McSain on the other end has not really had an opportunity to shine. He's not been really severely tested, and he's given up 2 goals so far. Jim Matthews will take the face-off. Moore and Mike Beach on the point. Overskated. Now here's DeFelice. DeFelice shoots it in. Here's McSain handing it off. Back to the point. It can't be held in by Barney, though. He plays it near boards. Here's Abbott. Abbott gives it right to number 18, Matthews. And now Matthews comes out. The long shot. Handled, again, a little bit of trouble from Fitzpatrick, but he makes the save. We're coming up to the 2-minute mark of the penalty, and 6:20 in the period. Matthews on the face-off. It's won there by DeFelice, and number 77 is Mark Blaha. Long past the Randall on the right side. He's challenged by Moore. McSain grabs it out of the air and holds for the face-off. 1:34 in the penalty and 5:49 in the period. Well, I've been away from the booth for some time, but it's great to be back. It's not like the Montreal Forum, though, I have to say that. No coffee or drinks. No food. There's a shot right on McSain, holding on easily off the face-off. Rob Randall doesn't seem to be a regular for this team, but they are really stacked for this encounter. Cleared all the way down by Mike Beach. Fitzpatrick has it, gives it off there to Blaha, to center. Randall picking it up. He's hooked there by Moore. Shot around, held in by Barney. Barney eludes Kalinic. Gives it into the corner. There's a pass in front. Oh, that's a one-timer there by Randall, and he couldn't play it. Now Beach to Kalinic. Kalinic risks one toward the net. Handled easily by Fitzpatrick, who hands it off. Now DeFelice on the right side. Tries to get around Moore. Sharp angle, he scores! DeFelice! And he didn't make McSain look very good on that one either. And it's now 3-1. A relatively sharp angle shot, and it looked like he might have had it, but it went through his legs and into the net, and it's 3-1. The second power play goal for the Southern Tier Tire team, and it looks like they're in command of the game at this particular juncture. Now the face-off with Kilmer and number 11, Carragher. Puck bouncing at center. Shot in there behind Fitzpatrick, who gives it off to Dish on the near boards. Past Carragher. Dwornik gives it to Kilmer, who tries to pass to Gregg, but it's off the mark. Gregg's pass is almost intercepted, but it's gobbled up by Sturpey. Gives it off to Kilmer. He shoots it into the corner. No one there, though. Sturpey barreling in there with Matthews. Little line switching now by the Red Wings. Held in there by, who is that over there? Looked like Gregg fired it nowhere near the net. Now Dish gives it to number 10, Eade. And Carragher trying to play to center, he can't. Now Matthews' shot is blocked. Serafini looks like he'll escape the zone, and he does. Here's Eade over the line. Looks to make a move, gives off to Carragher for a one-timer, and it's wide. Now the puck lying in front where Dwornik plays it off the boards. Goes to Eade again. Eade another sharp angle shot, and it's wide. 2 minutes and 50 seconds in the second period. Tommy Dish in his own end. Gives to Carragher, who passes smoothly to Abbott. Abbott dumping it in to the far side. McSain lets it go for Dwornik, who fires it around the near boards. Picked up by Matt Beach ahead to Kilmer on the left side. Kilmer eludes a man, Fitzpatrick out of the net, and gives it to Barney. Now House in the corner, tries to clear, gives to DeFelice, and now he does. And it's a possible 2-on-1. But a nice play there by Moore to break up the play. Now alone on the right side. A pass to Moore is off the mark again. And DeFelice has it. Fitzpatrick, a little interference there, and the puck goes off the wall there and all the way down, but out of play, and the face-off will be remaining in the zone. Time running down, 1 minute and 50 in the second period, 3-1. The Red Wings have not really mounted any sort of attack on the Southern Tier goal in either period. Back to the point. Shot by Beach is wide. Kalinic looks to center. Goes right through, though. And it's cleared to the center ice area where Kalinic has it. Along the near boards. There's Matt Beach in the corner. Looks to center, looks in front, comes out, the shot is blocked, the rebound, Kalinic, and they say the rebound, it's loose, behind the net, out in front again, Fitzpatrick losing his balance in the net. 1 minute left in the period, it's right in front, and he covers it up. I don't think Fitzpatrick knew where it was for about 80% of that scramble, but eventually it came to him, and he held on for it to make the save. 45 seconds left in the second period. Face off to the left of Fitzpatrick. Controlled by Southern Tier Tire, and they dump it to center. A possible 2-on-1. Broken up very nicely by Moore, though. Now Sturpey tries to pass to Matthews. It's behind him. Well, we're getting ready for the third period. A quick commercial. Crazy Glue. If you can believe it, the Polar Ice Cap was remodeled a few years ago, and the whole roof that you can see up there is held together by Crazy Glue. And that just shows you what kind of glue it really is, by Crazy Glue. And now it's my honor to do the third period of play. Of course, following Marv Albert and Danny Gallivan is certainly a great honor, but I'll try my best. And here we go. It's Tommy Dish's pass is ahead, comes in front, and it's sticked away there nicely by McSain. Carragher tries to flip it out of his, back to the point. He can't make connection. Behind the net, Serafini hits it off the back of the net. Moore tries to clear it around. He's hit there, and it comes out to Dish. Dish brings it out of the zone with a fierce checking of Kilmer. Now Dish, still with it. Flips it out to Carragher. Tries to pass to Serafini, but hit it one of his own men. That's Eade. Now Kilmer almost broke in alone. Behind the net, Fitzpatrick. He used to be a fine stick handler, but he looks a little unnerved tonight. Eade with it, circling in his own end. Backhands it right to Kilmer, though. Kilmer shoots. Hit off the leg of Fitzpatrick, who didn't seem ready for it. And now Dish takes control. Tommy Dish, a smooth player. He rams into, looked like Gregg at center. And the puck back in the center ice area now. Dish with it. Looks like a line change, and it is for Southern Tier Tire. Full change of all 5 men. The Red Wings play it. Puck high in the air. Taken there by DeFelice, who's the #1 star to this point. Gregg battles him, and it comes to Dwornik, who fires it to center. It won't be icing this time. Now, number 77 is Blaha. Blaha looks, passes to center, gives to DeFelice. Taken away there by Sturpey. Sturpey tries to pass to number 18, Matthews, but it's reclaimed there by Blaha. Blaha's pass intercepted by Matthews. Matthews has Sturpey with him. He shoots, and it goes wide. Great chance for Sturpey, but he went wide with it, and it's still 3-1. 12 minutes and 51 seconds left in the third period. Sturpey with a great opportunity, and it went right off the end of his stick. Didn't get the velocity he would have liked. He has it back again, though. Rolls it toward the net, and it's held by Fitzpatrick again. Neither goalie has really risen to the occasion so far in this game. Not making really the big save when it counted. But maybe one of them will get really hot here toward the end. Blaha behind his net. Gives it off to DeFelice, who pulls the man down, but no call. Puck at center, but offside. Serafini with Abbott ahead of the play. Looks like the Red Wings are going to have to score one soon, or it'll be tough going in the final minutes, especially with the running clock. Randall playing left wing as the puck comes to the line. There's a chance. Matthews now gives to Sturpey. The pass is blocked. It's still right there. He shoots, and it goes wide. Oh, great chance for Matthews, and it was just a really nice move, even to get a shot off. And the puck goes behind the net, and you can see the frustration by number 17, Mike Beach. Fitzpatrick left the net wide open, but no one could find it and put it in. He made a similar play back in that Central Vessel series in '78. Came way out of the net, and Sturpey went right around him and scored in the empty net. I think that was the 6th game of that series that went 7. Face-off will be to the right of Fitzpatrick. Kilmer and DeFelice, they scramble for it. Nice play by Dwornik as Randall had sprung behind him. Kilmer now. Kilmer on the right side. Shot is a save, the rebound in front. Good stand-up save by Fitzpatrick, who pushes a man away. Long pass gets away from Gregg. Falling down is Gregg. Comes in, shoots, hits the side of the net. It goes in. It goes in. What a beautiful move by Mark Blaha. Came down the left wing, full speed, went around Gregg like he wasn't there and put it behind McSain, and made it look easy. For a second, the light didn't go on, and actually the light never went on. There's no lights down there. And
just the lights in our eyes.
yeah, the lights in the fans' eyes all went on after that one. And that was a beautiful move, and it's 4-1 now. Doesn't look like a good night for the Red Wing fans or players. Now Dwornik, the big defenseman, gives it ahead. Mishandle there into the corner. They jam for it. Kilmer has it, though. Kilmer picks it up, and a penalty. I'm not really sure why they blew the whistle, though. Kilmer was in control, and the penalty is against the Southern Tier Tire. It should have been a delayed penalty. That's number 8, Mike Botting, who has not distinguished himself as one of the stars of Southern Tier Tire, going off of the penalty. And the first power play for the Red Wings. Puck goes in the corner. Kilmer back to the point. Here's Lance Gregg, back to Kilmer. They set it up. It's flipped in front, and Fitzpatrick, a fancy move to hold on to it. Looked like it might have bounced in.
Shalansky going to announce?
Who?
Shalansky?
No.
What's that?
No, nothing. He's not here. So Fitzpatrick holds on with 8:54 left in that period, 2:20 in the penalty. Kilmer loses the faceoff, but it comes right to number 14, Mark Zayak, and it went wide. Now Gregg to the point. Here's a shot. Save and a beauty by Fitzpatrick with a glove, and he slams it to the ice. A beautiful save with a glove through a screen by Fitzpatrick. A lot of people slamming their sticks on the ice for the Red Wings tonight. Doesn't look like it's going to be their night. Number 18 taking the face-off, Jim Matthews. Got Kalinic and Sturpey out there. They try and clear the puck high, coming down where Moore has it. Moore cross ice. Matthews will have it. Knocked off his stick though. He reclaims. Comes to center. Again knocked off his stick by Carragher. Nice dipsy doodle by Moore, who gives it to Sturpey, who shoots in. Dish has it. Tries to clear, he can't. Matthews has it in front, gives off to Sturpey the shot. It's wide. Mike Beach fires it, hits the back of the net, rolls off. They jam for it behind the net. Looked like Dish trying to, it's in front. Oh, it went wide. What a chance there for one of the Red Wings. Great play to hold it in. And, nice save by Fitzpatrick going through the screen. First, it was a really nice play by number 17, Mike Beach, to hold it in, and Fitzpatrick with a nice save on the screen. And of course, right before that, Tom Dish tried to knock the net off the moorings to get us play stopping. Puck bounding in there, Sturpey and Kalinic getting for it. Here's Matthews, a shot. It was deflected. And now DeFelice takes it and clears it the length of the ice. The penalty is almost expired with 13 seconds, and the game with 6:41 in the third period. Sturpey on the far side, has Matthews breaking, gives him a pass, knocked back to Kalinic. Kalinic wrists one toward the net, and looks like a little jamming, and a penalty is going to be coming up, I believe. Looks like a penalty going to come up to Paul Fitzpatrick, the goaltender. He has some temper, that Fitzpatrick. I remember in previous days when he was younger, about 10 years ago, he was a pretty wild goaltender with that stick. And there'll be another power play for the Red Wings. Not really sure who's serving the penalty over there for Fitzpatrick. Kilmer wins the face-off, or loses it, excuse me, and it's cleared to center. Gregg with it, tries to get around a man. It's taken away by DeFelice. DeFelice comes in, he shoots, and a save by McSain. Knocked away by Dwornik. Near boards, Mark Zayak guns along, pass ahead on the left side. Kilmer has a man breaking, and off the stick of Mark Zayak. DeFelice tries to clear, but it goes over into the bench area, and they can't buy a break as it's 4-1 with about 5 minutes, and hard to read that clock sometimes as many of the lights are missing up there. We'll have to wait and see what happens. It's like 5:09 now in the third period. Here's Dwornik. Over to Gregg. Gregg the shot. Fitzpatrick the save, and the rebound goes over the net by Kilmer. What an opportunity for Kilmer. And now instead Abbott 2-on-2. Abbott to DeFelice. DeFelice takes it behind the net. Comes around. DeFelice has Abbott in front. DeFelice still with it. Now he rolls it into the near corner, killing some time on that penalty. Goes behind Kilmer. Scott Barney back to check Kilmer. throws a blind pass, and it's taken by DeFelice, who gives it right to Greg. Greg, Kilmer now. Kilmer comes in over the line, makes a move, he shoots, and it goes wide. Kilmer missed the net. Rolls it in front. Oh! Fitzpatrick had it. And coming right in front there was number 15, Matt Beach. He's had an active game, Matt Beach. All over the ice. But so far in vain. 4-1, 4 minutes left. And the clock is running. Neither team with any timeouts. Is it? Well, we might make it. Puck behind the net, dish. Looks like he'll try and skate it out. This time he does. Passes to center. Gives it to Carragher. Carragher comes in, he shoots, and a save by McSain, and he looks shaky. Let me tell you at home, being a goaltender is a very hard position, and McSain is not making it look any easier tonight. But he is a good, fine goaltender. I've seen him on many other occasions. He's just having an off night. Carragher there, taken away. Pass by Sturpey, right on the stick, off to Kalinic. On the right side, they're onside. To Matthews. Backhander, nowhere near the net, and Fitzpatrick covers it up. Face off to the left of Fitzpatrick. The penalty is over. We're playing 5-a-side. Matthews wins the face-off, but it comes out of the zone. Red Wings have not done well on face-offs tonight either. Now pass intercepted by Sturpey. Hard hit at center. Goes to Kalinic. Kalinic comes in, he shoots, and a beautiful save there by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick seems to be rising to the occasion in the final moments of the third period. Didn't seem like Kalinic got all of it that time. Face off right to Sturpey, quick shot wide. Goes into the corner after it, he's gonna make it. Smash there, and it looks like a charge on Randall coming up. Sturpey and Randall, I don't believe, are very close friends. A penalty coming up, but the trouble is the clock continues to run. And the Red Wings need time here more than anything else. And I just hate to be a referee in this game. The players seem to be getting increasingly upset as the game goes on. I don't think there'll be any fighting. I hope not. Face-off will be to the left of Fitzpatrick.
Minute 93.
Coming up to a minute and a half left in the period as Kilmer takes the face-off himself, trying to move in and couldn't. Carragher looks to clear, and he does. Back in his own zone is Mark Zayak. Overskates it, but makes a nice pass to Kilmer. Kilmer on the left side. Kilmer, Deeks comes in, he shoots, a save by Fitzpatrick, and he holds on. Doesn't seem the Red Wings are getting off any high velocity shots either. With 1 minute left in the third period. 1 minute.
Hold the goalie.
The goal is empty. 6 skaters on now for the Red Wings. Play in front. Shot wide from point blank. They try and clear, and they do. And here comes DeFelice after it with the open net. DeFelice shoots, and it hit the post. He gets it back. DeFelice, open net. DeFelice tries to backhand. He might have tried to pass on that one, but he didn't do it. Little jamming in front of the net. The Red Wings move to center. It's a 5-on-2, but a penalty is coming up.